all, Peggy, thank you. Just to let everybody know, I'm Darlene Templeton. I am a professional speaker. I'm a business executive coach, and I used to run a women's group called Amazing Women Alliance. I also worked for IBM for 36 years. Sherry and I have that in common. Woo! And although I was only 6, Sherry and I both were 6 when we started, so everybody knows that. 36 years, and I've been retired 12 years. I was lucky enough to retire. We were always about giving at IBM. We grew up with my parents. You give first and then you take care of yourself second. That's what we always did. So at IBM, I always gave. And then when I got out into the business world, I met this amazing woman named Sherry Matthews. I'll tell you about that in a minute. First, Peggy, Brett, and Bob, I want to thank you so much for not only being our partners, but I want to thank you for asking me to come on today. I was so honored, and I've done a lot of speaking. I'll tell you, I was a little bit nervous today, and I haven't been nervous in front of a crowd because y'all are all so smart and you know all this stuff about cancer. But Peggy and Brett and Bob, thank you. Sherry, I just call Sherry an angel in a rock star's body because without Sherry, I would not be where I am today about cancer. And then I want to thank each of you that are out here. I know many of you are dealing with this crazy disease, and so many of you are helping us. I just want to thank you. It truly takes a village. My t-shirt, and I'll explain it in a minute. I can't really show it. It says, breast cancer hasn't stopped and neither do we. So as this village that we're all together, we won't stop on this. This is my niece's favorite t-shirt, and I'll explain that in a minute. But when I first met Sherry, we were sitting and she was talking about these fabulous shirts, which all of you know about and many of you have utilized. And she's been able to help thousands of patients as we have in gifting care. Sherry said 1 in 8 and men get it too. That was 12 years ago. I never forgot that. So I was so excited. Gifting Care is a nonprofit. We're so happy to work with Peggy and Brett and Bob. What we do is we gift to the patients the tools to recover in dignity, healing, and comfort with the support of the other people around them. That is our job. Because when you're dealing with this, when the big C word comes up, you don't know what to do or what to do, help with this. This helps not only with breast cancer, but other people that have had radiation. And my husband hasn't had cancer, but he's used it in shoulder surgery. So this shirt, but what we do is we gift these recovery kits. And the recovery kits are this amazing Sherry shirt. They are shower pouches to help because we all know what that's like. And then lanyards as well. And we're also looking for some additional vendors to help us put more stuff. So I know, Justin, they said that you just had your surgery. We're also looking for some things to put in post-surgery as well and pre-surgery so we can kind of catch everybody along their journey. And our goal and what we do is to be with the cancer patient's journey, not just send you a shirt and say, okay, that's it. Call me. Let me help you through. Let me send you to someone else's page to get resources. Let us be there for you. Our board on Gifting Care is all breast cancer patient survivors. So not only have they been through this and their heart's in it, they know exactly what we need and what we've been through. So I will tell you a story. The 1 in 8 always has scared me. And I'm the first one. My mammograms next month. Always do it on time. I'm always sitting at these meetings. And then when I heard about men, I always look around and say, 1 in 8, 1 in 8, and men get it too. Cancer had not affected our family yet. So always be careful of the yet. 9 years ago, I got a call from my beautiful niece. She was 46 and said, they're sending me for a sonogram, but they've already set up, they're sending me for a sonogram, but they've already set up the breast cancer surgeon. And we had just buried my sister that week. And Kathy went home. I went home. We rested a day. I went back and got her. They did the sonogram. We went back and got her, and they sent us to the breast cancer surgeon the next day. And she had I call it 3.8. They just said it was almost stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. She went from the port that next day to the total full body PET scan, the whole thing, all in less than a week. And she fought that disease for 9 years, and she fought heavily. She was a principal. She was all about helping others and about education. She worked totally while she had the breast cancer, and they always had a pink out day. Kathy said, please don't get pink t-shirts anymore. She said, pink is no longer my favorite color. So this one's purple. But she was, I would tell you, I'm just sorry, she's not here to be talking. She was the executive director of Gifting Care. She fought so valiantly. She actually, when we got on this call 2 years ago, Peggy, just so you know, excuse me, so you know, there was some clinical trials, and she called to see if she could get in the clinical trials. She was her, and it was so far advanced because it's been stage 4 for probably the last 6 years, but she fought it. And what she did that is so remarkable, she was always about helping others. You know, she was always about giving back to the community. 3 days before she passed away, we lost her a year ago in May. She was on Facebook, if you can believe that, writing notes about positive and being positive and deal with what life brings you and deal with it with a smile and a ray of sunshine. That's who she was. So I have big shoes to fill. I stepped into the executive director to take care of, to follow Kat's lead. And that's what we're doing. Just to give you a little funny story. You know, she was my niece. She is my niece, and she's my ray of sunshine. I feel like she's my kid. But when I got all of her stuff out of her house, I got a pink sparkly, if you can believe that, a pink sparkly binder was where all of her Gifting Care was, in that binder. That's just who she was. So we have been fortunate working with Sherry and Peggy and so many other people that we partnered with to be able to give the recovery shirts out, which is, as I said, recovery shirt, amazing. We also have blue ones. We have blue, pink, and black. And then we have the lanyards and the shower pouches. But more than that, we're getting more into the community. We've partnered with Peggy. We've partnered with an organization called Deep Sea, and it's a huge foundation, and she's very much into the research. She would love this, Peggy. So we probably need to connect you guys with her. Sherry connected me with Peggy and also with Terry. We've worked with lots of breast cancer surgeons who love the recovery kits, and they're able to help the hardship cases, the underserved. We work with military, and we really want to make sure that everybody gets this opportunity and that money doesn't stand in place for them to do things. And then we've worked with many hospitals. We've worked with Texas Health South in Hughley with their breast cancer center. We've worked with Seton. We've worked with Baylor Scott and White. So we have truly done a lot of work. We want to continue to partner because we want to spread what we bring, which is more support to the resources that y'all are providing. And I want to keep Kat's legacy going. She's so happy. She's dancing around up there in her pink shirt and still doing videos. I could tell you that, sending me good vibes. The one thing I also want to share that is so important to me, and it's people like each of you that are out there that are making the difference. And that was always Kat's goal. Let's make a difference. Let's go after things that are out of the ordinary. Let's do things that can help her. So that's really where we are today. And what we've done, which is really, to me, it makes it, well, we get the thank you notes and the things back from people about how much the shirt helped them. So if it hadn't been for Sherry and other people in the cancer area, I would not have made it through Kat's recovery, or Kat's battle, if you will, because I'm a fixer. Okay, I'm her aunt. I should be able, Peggy, like you, he's your son. You should be able to fix it. We should be able, I could always make it go away, and I could not. And what Sherry did, and so many other people, but Sherry helped me understand how best to help her. So we learned that, and we're applying those things we learned as we're dealing with these brave warriors, men and women, to fight this disease, sharing everything we know through Gifting Care and with folks like you to keep us all on a roll. So I always think about, every time I see her in pink, I always think, oh my God, she hated it. They would have pink out at her school. But what she did, which is I think what we all need to do, she built a support group around her, like Peggy, like Sherry, like Gifting Care, to help her get through this. And even to the end, like I said, a funny story, and she's laughing. She went with her friends to the casino 3 weeks before she passed away, rode her scooter, had her ball cap on, and she was still sending me stuff about, did you send this shirt? I want to make sure you took care of this. Did you take care of that? That was the passion. And that's the passion we all feel. When it touches you, it's amazing because you get more passionate about it. when I created the group called Amazing Women Alliance. We work with Sherry every year, and that was our only charity. And we created the shirts, the t-shirts, but more than that, we created a group of loving people. And I'll tell you the story as well. Every time I ask in our group, who knows who's had breast cancer, many arms went up in our group. Who knows someone whose family, another hand went up. Who has a friend? By the end of the evening, with 80 women sitting there, all 80 had been touched by breast cancer. That's the passion we want to connect here with Gifting Care. I just got a call from a woman last week, and she said, I can't believe it's me. I can't believe it's me. I sent her the shirt. I sent her the recovery kit. Sherry, I sent her all your resources. I said, here are the key resources. Please go look at this. She thanked me and thanked me so much because she said, I feel alone. I said, darling, you are not alone. And if I can impress one thing on what Gifting Care does, we make sure that these brave warriors, men and women, are not alone. And that's why we work so closely with Peggy and Sherry. One other thing that I want to talk about before we go into questions is the cancer has touched my family very much. We lost my brother, we lost my sister, and we lost my niece to cancer. And so it's very much touched us. This last 4 years, in fact, I didn't know if I was going to get to speak here today, but my husband has been so sick over the last 4 years. He was in the hospital for 3.5 months last year. He had everything but cancer. It started with a thyroid storm, ended with failure, heart congestion, the whole thing. But the tools I learned working with cancer and with Sherry really helped me as a caregiver. Once again, I couldn't fix it, but I could help in many different ways. And my journey was different, but it helped me so much to learn from everybody in the cancer world about how to do this. And the biggest thing is to have the empathy and the compassion for people. My husband's great. I can't believe he had another surgery. He's 2 weeks out of surgery. Woo! He's got it. He's making so much progress. We're better than we are. I'm glad I got to speak today, but I wanted y'all to know my passion about what we do in Gifting Care. A lot of times charities sometimes are not, we're like Peggy. It is our life. It's what we do. And with Peggy and Sherry's help, it's made us so we want to be more valuable to this amazing community because they're fighting a fight that we want to be there with them. So my shirt, and if I want to leave you with anything, my shirt says, breast cancer does not stop and neither do we. And it takes a huge village to do this. So I just want to, Peggy, Sherry, and all of you again, give you Ron and Christina and Gary, whoever's on here, give you my heart of hearts to tell you how much we appreciate what you do, how much it helps the caregivers, and how much it helps the people and the patients out there. I am here to help in any way. My information's out there. Go to Gifting Care. You have my personal information, Peggy. We can put that in there so they can get in touch with me. Please let me know if you need a shirt, if you need a recovery kit, if you just need someone to talk to or know someone that does. Please let me know. We provide the shirts to Peggy, but I'm glad to send if we need to from here. Just let me know how I can help you and how Gifting Care can help you. Again, it's all about us helping you, and we're all on this journey in this village together.
Oh,
so thank you.
God bless you all. And again, Justin will receive his package tomorrow. So I told him, even in recovery, you wear it because it allows the skin to heal and everything like that. So
and Peggy, my husband won't take, he wore his in the hospital. He's worn it. He's had one for 4 years, and he wears a couple when he needs them because they've helped him. They had the pocket to put the heart monitor in. They've helped him as well. So
it
Sherry,
is. And my Bob, for his shoulder surgery, he wouldn't take it off. He says it's the coolest, most comfortable thing he's ever worn. And at first he sort of laughed when I said, you should put on one of the shirts.
I know, John did too.
And then he puts it on, and now he won't ever take it off. So
and I just want to say, we can't lose our passion, and we have to keep fighting. I'm so proud of the job that y'all have done. Sherry, you're an angel and a rock star, and you're one of my closest friends in the world. Woo! There.
Yes.
We love what you do.
And that
Peggy, Brett,
brain
and
never
Bob.
stops thinking. She's
Right.
always
Oh my God, she
developing.
never stops thinking. So that's great. Thank God she has that IBM brain, and but more than that, her heart is all about here, Sherry, and we love you for that. Peggy, you, Bob, and Brett, the same thing in each one of you. So thank you so much for having me. It was an honor, and I'm no longer nervous. And I speak in front of lots of big people, lots of crowds, and I was a little bit nervous today. But thank you for asking me to come, Peggy.
Oh,
So,
always. Go,
No,
Brent.
thank you.
Guys,
Yeah. And I appreciate what you guys are doing now. I just wish that Sherry, you had it back in 2010, just so I didn't have to wear all my my few Hawaiian shirts and dress shirts and a lanyard around my neck. So, but when I did finally feel it and stuff, I know I believe I was one of your first male models showing it off. So
Absolutely.
You're
A
on
good
gifting,
looking one
you're on
too.
gifting care as well, Brett. So you're on gifting
Yes.
care as well.
yes, thank
So
you.
go to our website. You'll see yourself out there on gifting care.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good looking model at that. So there
Yes.
you go.